How's it going, guys? It is I, your sadistic spirit guide, Yokai Poppy Wolf, and back at it again with another That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime video. And this one is gonna be episode 44 and 45. Since I didn't cover last week's episode, I thought why not cover both in the same fashion, of course. So, beginning off, the episode begins pretty interesting, especially 44. We pick up where we last left off with the fights between the Beastketeers and their respective personal fights. So we pick up with Gabaryu and I believe her name was Sophia, and they're fighting this dragon guy, and turns out he's not just a normal human. Like I exclaimed earlier, he's a dragon guy. Like he actually is a dragon newt, just like Gabaru. So it was really interesting to see how powerful this guy can extend his power to be, especially to hold off such two powerful fighters at once. And he explains that dragon newts are descended, of course, from dragons as well, just like the lizard folks. But some humans are also descended from dragons, so that's also an interesting thing to play with. So some dragon newts take on human forms, some take on more lizard-like looking forms, which explains why Gabaru's sister takes on the form of a more human-looking dragon newt. While that fight's occurring, Albus defeats the Ice Dude. Ice Dude turns into a Charbaran, and shit gets wild, man. They have a Charbaran, so the dragon dude is like, you know what? I need some help to fight this thing, so y'all are gonna have to help me fight him. And so we get a pretty interesting fight. So we get them all kind of joining forces, ready to fight the big bad, of course being the Charbaran, only to find out that Benimaru handles the Charbaran himself using flame magic like it's nothing. He literally burns the thing down. It is insane to see how far Benimaru's power has increased. Wait, what's the one I'm looking for? It's going above my expectations of how powerful Benimaru really is. I only assumed he was as powerful as Rimuru when he first met Rimuru. That's a fat chance. He's more powerful than season 1 Rimuru, so take that into consideration with how powerful these next coming villains are going to be. That being said, what else is occurring in this fight? Well, the Majins are getting held off by Geld and Phobio, but they're not winning. The Majins are pushing them back with a tremendous amounts of magic, but they're realizing how futile it really is. These people got grit and they're not willing to lose. So the Majins are like, look, we can defeat you, maybe, but we're gonna dip out because we just don't got time to actually pull on a full-out fight. So they dipped with Geld and Phobio, not really feeling the dub, but kind of, at least pushing them back enough to, make them have to face Claymore's wrath. So yeah, the episode has so much power into it. It shows us that Benimaru is a fucking boss, to say the very least. In fact, even the dragon dude said, I would even survive that fire attack. And Benimaru kind of amps him up saying, nah, you would just have to go all out against me. And he goes, you're right. And you're just like, wow, so this is, these people are very strong. Benimaru might be the second strongest character in the show. I have no idea how powerful Diablo really is, but oh man, it is definitely an interesting thing to think about, because there's demon race and then there's demon lord title, two different things. Any monster can become a demon lord, but demons themselves are usually used as attendants to these demon lords. I don't know why. I would assume that they wouldn't be, but that's besides the point. So we jump into the next episode, the more, I would say, crazier episode. For our last episode, I would have to give it 9 out of 10. It was great. It was good. I love seeing Benimaru show off his power. But this episode this episode right here is something else. Seeing Shuna prove herself to be, I would argue, just as powerful as his brother, just as powerful as his brother, just as powerful as her brother. Hell, maybe even more so, because she's at a huge level. So the episode begins with Shuna, of course, making the final touches on Rimuru's suit and leaving with Sue and the old man to go take to go invade the land of Claymore, only to see this licked looking mage guy who's just as very powerful. And he's like, look, y'all not getting out of here. So as the old man goes to fight him, he gets met with a swordsman who's just as powerful as being a reincarnated corpse. So him and the swordsman have a fight. Then we get Sue with the dragon, and I haven't seen a zombie dragon since Yu-Gi-Oh, so this is obviously exciting to me. So we're seeing them fight it out one-on-one, dragon versus well, what is it, a Kaishin, whatever, a Kaishin or Kishin, whatever he is, and they're just going at each other. And then Shuna walks up to the mage, all pretty nilly, like, oh, I ain't weak, you pissed me off, I'm gonna show you why I'm powerful. The girl uses holy magic, a magic that's only reserved for, I would even say, the clergymen, humans, because they don't believe monsters can use magic. And the Lick's kind of undead mage is like, whoa, how are you using holy magic? You're a monster. And she's like, that's a very closed-minded idea to see, only to show me that you're not as powerful as you think. See, you could use holy magic too if you wanted to. I see your robes, I see your clergy robes. You're just as powerful. Hell, you must have been a powerful member of the church, but you're limiting yourself. So this kind of puts a fire into the villain. He decides to use holy magic too, and he's surprised that yes, I'm able to use holy magic, and magic that I've coveted so much that I've missed my ability to use it so much, and he uses it as well, only to get it reversed and overwritten right at him and his forces, rewriting the whole thing. Shuna is a fucking boss. The amount of magic power she has makes me understand why she's just as powerful, being Benimaru's sister, but exactly how much does she limit herself in the ranks of Rimuru? Like, it just goes to show that Rimuru has no slackers in his circle. Like, all of his men are powerful, heavy hitters one way or another. They're above average. They're probably not high demon lord, they're probably not true demon lord areas, but they're definitely at Majin levels. Hell, they maybe be a little under Majin, and that is definitely an impressive feat. Majins are very powerful creatures, so for most of his inner circle to be either mostly Majin level or just a little under it, says a lot about Rimuru's power. Now we get this episode ending with, of course, the undead lord kind of just pledging his allegiance to Shuna, just wanting to meet Rimuru so he could pass on. So she's like, okay, fine, I'll introduce you when the time comes. So just give me a guide to the castle so we can find Lord Gyron. Now we get to my favorite part of this episode. We get to the War Purgus meeting when everybody slowly arrives there. We see Rimuru arrive with the Ramrus, of course. We see guys already there. Hell, we even see the giant dude walk in. We see Sir Valentine, the vampire demon lord, who's accompanied by a true demon lord. Hell, his whole circle is even stronger than him. So now you're thinking, oh my god, why is a true demon lord backing a real demon lord? Is she in love with him? Is she raising him to eventually become a true demon lord? Hell, I don't even know. And then we see Dino, who's a very slacker demon lord, who's the one that Ramrus is just constantly talking about, is just no satisfaction against her. And then who else do we see? I'm trying to remember. We see a couple other ones, I think. We see Leon, Cromwell Leon, and we finally have a confrontation between him and Rimuru. Rimuru says, let me get one good shot on you because you pissed me the fuck off. And he's like, nah, you want to discuss shit with me? Meet me in my castle, and then maybe we can discuss some things. Interesting. Hopefully, maybe the next arc we can see a little powwow, a little fight between these two. Hell, maybe even a heated discussion could just be just as enjoyable. And then the man himself comes in, walking around like he owns the place. Fucking Claymore, last one to come in, petting what seems like a nine-tailed fox, walking with Millium, only to sock her in the back of her head in front of Rimuru, nonetheless, and the other demon lords. She's equally disrespectful, since I'm assuming she's one of the most powerful demon lords, but literally disrespecting her in front of everybody, only for Rimuru to get heated. And when I say Rimuru gets heated, seeing his face rage, seeing that look, that demon lord Rimuru look of him saying, I'm gonna make you pay for hurting my friends. Chef kisses. Mwah. Chef kisses. That's all I can say. Chef kisses, because it's so fucking good. Oh my god, this episode is fantastic, guys. I highly recommend you to pick up this anime because it is not disappointing whatsoever. We started the season kind of slow, but god, are we going faster and faster, and I'm loving it. Guys, that's gonna be it for you, boy. It is I, your sadistic spirit guide, Yokai Bobby Wolf, saying peace out, peace and love, guys, and adios. Bye bye.